or should I just start? That's the dilemma of the day. We're gonna get to that, so I'm gonna start the way my spirit is saying. Hi.
Hi, how's the family? So what happened was, I seen this post. I forgot her name. She is an entrepreneur. It starts with an M. Is it Mike Kyle? I think it's Mike Kyle. I forgot her name, but she had said, "Don't apologize for starting over. Like, don't make an apology for that. Like, just you stopped, you get back up there and you go." And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right, you know, because we could all say sorry. I haven't been up here in months. I haven't been proactive in a lot of things in months. And I'm like, I gotta come up here and give them a whole story. Would y'all care? Maybe because y'all nosy, or maybe because you feel like what happened to you. I don't know. I don't want to think for you. But if I were you and I was enjoying my channel, because obviously I have some subscribers, right? I would say, all jokes aside, sometimes when the math ain't mathin', you have to go back to the notebook and kind of do the equation over to see where you messed up. And I think because we live in such a world of extremism and social media is king, and, you know, a person like me who is very much, I feel a lot of things, and I'm always in my head, and I'm a thinker, and I like to be challenged. And as I'm starting to learn myself, I realized, like, okay, social media is not helping me the way that I needed to, or maybe I'm not using it the way that I need to. One thing was for sure, okay, things just wasn't working. So as y'all know, I was not up here for a while. It wasn't giving. And y'all know I have a podcast, and I was like, talking on the podcast, and I'm like, I'm gonna be consistent there. My last episode was about being consistent, and your girl was not consistent after that. And I'm just like, damn, what is it? And then I realized that I was trying to make this too cute, and I was trying to blend in with everyone. And I started to lose the authenticity of me in my channel and in my podcast, and then in life. And what I've learned is during this time of just removing myself from uploading and all that is, honestly, to thyself be true. Truly, like, to thyself be true. Let's just call this like a life update video. What I'm drinking is watermelon juice. I bought me some seeded watermelon, and I juiced it, and it tastes like all the good things in life. So that's what we're drinking right now. Update. I missed you guys. I missed recording, and that's when I realized that's what I really enjoy. Not because I want thousands and hundreds of subscribers, not because I want people in my business, but it was kind of like my own personal therapy. Like, I would release a lot of things that were on my mind, and I would feel comfortable saying things. Like, I am really unapologetic. I say what I say. If people don't like what I say, it's really okay. I'm not trying to win the world, but to thyself be true. And I realized that I wanted everything to be perfect. Like, even when I would edit my videos, I'm like, oh, maybe I should do it like this, and maybe I should have the background a certain way. And I'm like, I'm sitting on my bed. I was having Bible study. I was about to look at another book. I'm just like, to thyself be true. And this is my truth. I'm vibing. I'm relaxed. I feel calm. I feel at ease. And I think that's what I was looking for. And I had it. You know, it's so funny when you have what you're looking for and you're still like, nah, that can't be it. The simplicity, as my friend Booby would say, we're so used to things being so hard that when it's actually like easy, we're like, nah, it can't be that easy. And I'm like, again, I'm grateful for my friends, because I've never needed a lot of friends. I've always just needed a good quality of friends. And I'm grateful that I have that. You know, we don't talk every day, but when we talk, it hits. And I'd rather us not talk every day, and then when we do talk, it hits, versus we talk every day and it's just idle conversation, you know? It's just ridiculous. So I realized that when you want things to be so extremely perfect and make it look all pretty, you can lose the authenticity of what it is. I do a lot of my best thinking and my creativity when I'm just going with my gut. Like I said, I literally was reading the Bible. I was reading and journaling, and I was like, okay, I cleaned my apartment. I felt really good, and I was just like, I feel creative. Like, I felt like I don't want to make it look too glamorous. Like, let me get my phone, let me record what's going on and take it from there and see who can relate. And one thing that I also realized, or another thing that I realized, is, you know, being gentle with yourself and showing yourself grace is really like the best type of medicine you can give yourself, right? Because I think so many of us, myself included, see ourselves in so many different examples of our lives or decisions that we didn't make. And let me say that in the best way possible. To every decision that you are living, there's also a different version of you living the other part of that decision. So the decision of me dropping out of college and working, that's the decision that I'm living. But there's another part of me that's living the decision of fulfilling and completing college and whatever that route took. And if you're like me, sometimes I will get bombarded by living this decision, and sometimes I feel like I'm jumping into the other decisions. I feel like I'm jumping into the parts of me that actually made the quote unquote right decision, right? Or what happened if I didn't break up with that guy? Or what happened if I did stay with that job? Or what happened if I didn't get fired? Or what happened? You get what I'm saying? And it's chaotic, because then you don't get to enjoy where you are now. And I have noticed that I have robbed myself of living in the now, because some of the decisions I made were so impactful that I'm like, I wonder where I would be.
I don't know. I kind of want to take these earrings off. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I think I'll leave them on. When I edit it, if I don't look the way I want to look, well then damn it, that's that. I wonder if I have ADD or ADHD, because my mind goes everywhere. That's another thing I've been dealing with too. Like, my mind, holy shit. It's like, it goes. And I think I messed this earring up. And I'm bloated. Well, not bloated, I'm gassy. Alright, so that was that. It is what it is. Be honest about it. To thyself be true.
So, I had to realize, like, breathe, Shay. Like, I literally have that tattooed, and I rarely look at that tattoo, but every time I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta breathe. Like, take a second. And it's so interesting, because you would think that nobody cares about your life. Like, nobody cares what you're eating. Nobody cares what you're doing. But then when I went back on YouTube, and I was like, wait, but I have 400 plus subscribers. Somebody cares, you know? Like, I did something right. Let's keep going and let's just see. And again, it was for me. Like, I needed those messages that I put out. I needed those videos that I uploaded. I needed that reassurance. And if I needed those reassurances, then I know that somebody watching that video needed that reassurance, and they're part of my tribe. You get what I'm saying? Another update I realized about myself while in hiatus: if you run from what you're supposed to do, holy crap, the chaos that you will leak onto everyone and yourself is ridiculous. A lot of us are so gifted. Me, I am highly gifted in a lot of things. And somebody would say, be humble. I'm not. I don't know why people want people to be humble. I don't know why. Anyways. And you know, it's Leo season, your girl, August 11th. So I'm definitely not being humble. Not happening. But I was dealing with imposter syndrome. Oh, I should label this video Authentic Truth with some watermelon. I don't know. Anywho, I felt like I wasn't allowed to be great because I didn't want to leave the people behind. What people? I don't know, because my friends are great. So I don't know. But I felt like I cultivated a life, and I'm going to do a video on that. I felt like I cultivated a life with people and experiences and connections that if I actually did the thing that God told me to do, or the thing that I know I'm called to do, that I would not need them, or I wouldn't want them, or we wouldn't fit. And I've gotten so close to them in this phase of my life that it was just like, I'll just stay here. I also felt like I got so comfortable being the one who didn't have it together and all that, that like to actually know that I could get it together was scary. It was just ridiculous. And I was like, what is this? And one day I met this woman who's a business owner. And if I can find her Instagram, I will put her Instagram because she makes amazing smoothies. She's located in Brooklyn. If you're in Brooklyn or New York, go check her out. Black-owned woman. Okay, amazing vibe. Just like, come on. And she had said to me, we were just having a random conversation because I initiated the conversation because I felt her spirit. And I was just like, how did you do it? Hey, buddy, how'd you do it? What'd you do? And she was just like, I realized that I didn't want anybody to dictate my life. And I was like, oh, that's me. You know, I got fired one time. I think I got fired twice. I don't know. Maybe 3 times. Holy shit. I got fired a couple of times. And I was like, am I the problem? Is it me? And then I realized, like, I'm not the problem. It's just, maybe this is not my route. Like, I'm one of those, I got a mouth. I like to think for myself. I don't like to be micromanaged. And when she told me, like, I just made a decision that I don't want anybody to have that power over me, I was like, okay, we're in the same team. Like, she sees me, I see her. But then there was something she said, and she was like, I think what you're dealing with, because I did tell her a little bit about me. She said, I think you're dealing with imposter syndrome. And she said a lot of African-American women deal with that. And I was like, holy. I'm working on not using profanity, even though I feel like grown women use profanity, okay? Sizzle, sizzle. When she said that, something clicked in my spirit because I had a dream about that. I literally had a dream, and in the dream, I was talking to someone and they said, you have imposter syndrome. So when she said it, I was like, okay, angels, you're leaking out of my dream into my reality. Got you. Sizzle, sizzle. And so the weirdest thing happened. I'm in the vibe of this video and basically my phone stopped recording. I hate when that happens. But anywho, I have to get back into the vibe. So when I realized it was imposter syndrome, I was just like, okay, so now what steps do I take? And one of the steps, hold on, let me just make sure it's recording. Okay, it is. Because I would be so bad to do this again. Like, I just got back into this and now you want to play with me, phone? So once I realized it was imposter syndrome, I was just like, you know, it's unfortunate that I feel like I'm imposing something or I'm acting like someone I'm not if I actually succeed in life. You know, sometimes we get so comfortable being the one in the family who's like always trying to get it together, or the one who never has the funds, or the one who always needs help. And then it's like deep down inside, we know we can turn this whole thing around, and we choose not to because we get so comfortable being labeled as the one who's still trying to figure it out in life, right? And I was just thinking about that. Like, I know I can get me from point A to point B. I know I can, but I felt like I was being, like, there was a part of me that wasn't being true to my struggle. Like, I had an honor of, I can push through this struggle, and I'm realizing I don't like it. Like, I don't owe anybody anything to be in this struggle. I don't get a reward. There's no medal for this shit. I did use profanity, whatever. But it's no reward. You don't get anything but weight gain and bloating, and your edges come out, and it's unnecessary, right? So when I took some time to just acknowledge, like, okay, I see what's happening. Okay, how do we get out of this situation and move in a place where I feel more authentic? And when I felt like, well, where do I feel the most peace? It's communicating, it's teaching, it's helping people. And I'm going to, because that's what I'm called to do, and I'm great at it and I enjoy it. And I'm realizing, like, those self-doubting or those limiting beliefs come from a place where it's still some parts of me that I still need to deal with. But I'm realizing this, even though there's parts of us that we need to deal with, that doesn't mean that we can't still assist and help other people. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be so black and white where it's like, well, I'm gonna isolate myself and I'm not gonna do anything until I get myself together. Because honestly, I don't think anybody ever gets themselves together. I will never forget the day when Iyanla Vanzant said that she was dealing with a married man for 21 years. And you see how many people she's helped, okay? So stop, I'm just saying. So my intention moving forward is to just breathe into it. Breathe into getting back into my zone. Breathe into uploading. Breathe into not making it so perfect. Breathe into stop listening to what everybody has to say about how they did it. And if I feel like doing it with my bed looking like this, I'm gonna do it because it's authentic and it's real. And I don't have nothing glimmery on the back of my wall. And sometimes I don't even know if these hoops look right. And I might come up here ashy. I will never come up here ashy. Maybe my lips, but I'll lift the bad boys. There's certain things I'm just not. We can put our best foot forward in something, right? So I'm happy to be back. I plan to stay here. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really do. I hope that you enjoyed me being authentic and just vibing with you for a moment or two. If you did like this video, do like and comment and subscribe. Talk to your girl because she likes to talk back. And also follow my podcast. You know, I'm still doing that. Taking my time with that too, but I'm still doing it. And until next time, peace.